Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Yeah! So today we're diving into the latest edition of the Blox Fruits Bulletin. And trust me, this one is stacked with new content, insane updates, and some game-changing reveals you don't want to miss. From new fruits and bosses to lore expansions and wild community theories, I mean, it's a lot, so we gotta get right into it. Alright, so the first thing we got is a new boss reveal, which is in the Tiki Outpost, which as you see in the background, I'm currently at Tiki Outpost. Yeah. So first up, a brand new boss is heading over to Tiki Outpost, and it's being called the Tyrant of the Skies. This mysterious figure is set to bring serious challenges and of course, juicy loot for those who dare to take it on. It's also adding a whole new layer to the game's lore, with story-driven quests tied directly to this boss. So as you know, Tiki Outpost is pretty much kind of empty. There's no really bosses here. You kind of go here for the last bits of grinding. And as you can see, in this center area right over here, it is actually very empty, which kind of fits the place for a boss fight. But this is where the boss fight is said to be. It's a nice big open area, which I think there should have been a boss here already, but we can pretty much already confirm this because in the background there's the doors and the colored tiles. So this is probably where the Blox Fruits boss is going to be, the next Falcon boss. It also has wings, so maybe this boss might be wielding the power of the new Falcon Rework. Now this boss is also going to be having a lot of new loot to drop with, so that if you ever want to fight this guy, you're going to be expecting a lot of new loot to get. Like, this is going to be insane. This is the first boss in this actual map, in this island, and I think it's going to be really hype if we get a boss that has insane drops and insane loot. So now up next, we actually got new news on the Gravity Rework and the Meteor Mystery. But next, we actually got some major updates to the Gravity Fruit. A rogue gravity user has appeared for some reason, and they're connected to a series of strange meteor crashes across the map. This might mean new powers, deeper mechanics, and possibly even choices. Will you ally with this mysterious character, almost like the Dragon Rework, like you have two options, or will you go against them type thing? We can see this because it looks like a spooky looking man with the giant meteor in the air. This looks like a move that will probably be in the rework fruit. And it actually does look quite interesting. And hopefully we'll be seeing this fruit a lot more soon. You know, we can see more lore about this fruit very soon. Now, as you know, the Gravity Rework is currently in progress. It is in maintenance mode, which means a rework is coming out very soon. We're going to be expecting it actually in the next few weeks, actually, because with the amount of lore that they're giving us right now, we can already speculate that it's going to come out all in one big update. You know, the new Barrier Rework and the Falcon Rework, as well as the Meteor Rework, all in the same update, which means a new boss and 3 new reworked fruits and so much more in the exact same update. That is going to be insane. The skies have been falling, literally. Violent meteor crashes have been linked to a rogue gravity user, classified as a Class X threat, which means he's the highest of the highest. Government forces urgently seek their capture to prevent gravitational chaos and protect islands from further meteor strikes. This means there could be a giant event happening in Blox Fruits. Who knows? Maybe there's a big boss that could be destroying the maps. Who knows? Maybe the boss will actually be able to wield the new power rework and potentially destroy stuff like around the whole map, that we will progressively see stuff getting destroyed. Recent intelligence reveals a shocking betrayal. The rogue user gained unprecedented gravitational powers by abusing the trust of a renowned scientist to access secretive experiments. This also ties in with some lore inside the game, because there was some scientists that we've seen around the map talking about the Gravity Fruit, which means that some NPCs that are around this map are probably linked to this betrayal or sort of betrayal mechanism, and we could actually be seeing some problems with that, which means some NPCs in the game you can see can actually become rogue or turn more evil than good type thing. These unauthorized modifications granted the user abilities never before witnessed, posing an existential threat for beyond initial estimations, which could mean that the power of this fruit is probably going to be insane, potentially more powerful than Kitsune Dragon or even Yeti, which is insane because gravity was really bad in terms of you know, power. But after hearing this means that this reworked fruit and potentially this boss could be the most strongest boss in the game, which will just be completely insane. Alright, and up next we actually have the newest fruit revealed, also known as the Creation Fruit. So say goodbye to the old Barrier Fruit, as this new fruit is actually going to be called the Creation Fruit. This rework lets players manifest actual items and structures straight from their imagination, which is insane. This isn't just about defense anymore, like pushing stuff away. It's about shaping the battlefield however you want. Like that means you could build, block, and trap players, whatever your playstyle, and this fruit has got insane potential. Which means we could see buildings mid-fights, like stairs and houses, just like in this image right here, shows a whole bunch of stairs, doors, and windows placed. This means that this is the new barrier rework. This is the new barrier rework, which means there's a new fruit. It's almost like the barrier rework is going to get, or the barrier fruit is going to get deleted with the new fruit, which also looks kind of insane, which means we can actually be seeing insane playstyles and strategies when it comes to PvP and new combos. Now that's the barrier rework. Going on to the Falcon rework, there's actually a new report saying Rangers report a new breed takes flight, which is definitely tying over towards the new rework for the Falcon fruit. The Falcon fruit is getting a full-on glow up pretty much, and it's now called the Eagle fruit. It's no longer called Falcon. With explosive feathers and ranged abilities teased, it actually looking like an aerial combat and long-range tactics are about to get a serious buff. We can also expect new skins and flashy animations and combat strategies that take flight. Yeah, literally. Look at the Blox Fruits bulletin. We have a powerful new species of eagles has been spotted soaring through the skies, faster, fiercer, and more adaptive than ever before. These remarkable creatures come in vibrant wing variations, which means you can actually see other wing colors in the new fruit. It possesses the alarming ability to launch explosive feathers. That's gonna be huge. It's gonna be almost like you're like a fighter jet shooting out missiles and stuff, prompting authorities to caution residents about potential hazards, while fascinating observers are advised to keep a safe distance as their impressive aerial displays can quickly become dangerous. Which is insane because Falcon is a really weird fruit before the rework, and I think it really does deserve this. So we can actually see a lot more towards the Falcon fruit, or the Eagle fruit if you like to call it now. So of course the community is going wild, of course, because the theories are flying around about who the rogue user is, what the tyrant wants, and how these new fruits will affect PvP. This kind of speculation feels engagement and just how alive the player base is. You know, it's hype, it's chaos, and it's gonna be amazing. Of course, all these updates are going to be coming out very soon. We don't know if they're going to come out all at the same time, but we kind of hope because, you know, we need this stuff. But so what do you guys think? Are you on Team Gravity like I am? I'm kind of on Team Gravity. Team Gravity would be kind of sick. Or are you on Team Creation, which is pretty much making stuff out of thin air? Also, I will be gifting a new permanent dragon inside my Discord, so make sure to join my Discord. Link in the description. I'll be gifting a perm dragon in the next couple weeks, so make sure you join that.